So why does my Squier 51 look like this? It's more or less to my inability to leave any of my music gear alone. I want to make some changes to the original design to make it fit more of my interest. The original guitar I was going for with the Squier 51 would have been the butterscotch blonde one with the black pickguard, but the cards were not dealt in my favor. And I wanted something for kind of first big modification series. And what better guitar than a fairly cheap guitar with a lot of praise behind it for being both playable and kind of unique due to its sound. But of course other people have modded the guitar as well, including taking off the original bridge and doing something called a bubba mod, which is placing 3 compensating saddles in place of the 6 saddles that you were to find, which I'm going to do something similar. In fact, I have myself a little box of tricks. There it is. So let's run down the build, okay? To start off, I'm going to need to do some modifications to the body to better fit some of the pieces I have. One of the items I'm going to be replacing is a 3-way rotary switch, so I'm going to need to make a route for that. Then I'll be drilling a hole directly from the humbucker to the new 3-way selector switch cavity, then from that to the control cavity, which would be a lot easier than just simply drilling a hole from the humbucker cavity to the control cavity, and then having a hole from the control cavity to the 3-way selector switch cavity, and have a whole bunch of wires just making a mess. Ugly, ugly mess. Then I'll be widening the first hole on this control plate to fit the new CTS pot I'm going to be replacing the original volume pop with. It was kind of fortunate enough for me that the second hole is exactly the size I need for the new potentiometers I'm going to be fitting, so I do have something to reference to how big the first hole is going to have to be. Then it's off to the spray booth for a primer coat, then a few coats of Maui Blue from Rust-Oleum, and another few coats of clear coat from Rust-Oleum. Seeing that it was the more affordable option for, well, basswood, I felt that it's not really necessary to have to go whole hog for nitrocellulose or polyurethane style paints. If done right, an enamel paint job can look great on a guitar. Just ask Eddie. After the clear coats have been wet sanded to a nice smooth shine, it'll be polished with both a medium compound and a fine compound. And the only modifications I plan on making to the neck are to paint the headstock's front to match the same color as the body, and to replace the original plastic nut with this Black Tusk XL nut. When the paint is properly hardened and polished, I'll be able to fit this new Wilkinson compensating bridge with the 3 brass saddles, cut out a new pickguard using this black matte pickguard material, and line the cavities and the back of the pickguard with this copper shielding tape. At last, it'll be time to wire up the new guts. I'll be using a GFS Brighton Rock neck pickup for the neck, a DiMarzio DP159 that I salvaged from a different guitar completely, an aforementioned 3-way blade switch, and a completely new wiring harness made with some vintage hookup wire, 2 250K CTS potentiometers, and a rather large orange drop cap. And that's all there really is to it. If you've enjoyed this intro video, please hit that like button. It really helps me out. You're also free to leave a comment down below to let me know how I'm doing. And if you're interested in future updates from the Keplinger Custom Shop, feel free to hit the subscribe button just below. For now, this is the Keplinger Custom Shop, signing out.